a wellspring of invitation. Know this, dear seeker, this modest tome, this vivre libre, is no mere fiction spun from fancy, but a genuine summons for those inspired souls yearning to embrace true liberty. Yet be aware that we also engage with other platforms, such as Worldpackers, Workaway, and Kindred Avenues, where those who arrive partake in 5 hours of daily labor, with no particular emphasis on spiritual or scholarly pursuits, unless they themselves beseech it. Others from these same paths we offer, in the spirit of cultural exchange, 4 hours of toil each day alongside an hour and a half of instruction. And then there are those who venture forth for an utterly transformative odyssey, radical in its depth, encompassing all that is unveiled within our opus, Vivre Libre. Chapter 11. Whispers of Inspiration. In this sanctuary of the soul, dear seeker, we offer you tapestries of wisdom, threads woven from the essence of honor and resilience, to illuminate the path of divine living without the chains of dogma. The first unfurls from the guild of the White Lotus 18 golden rules drawn from the courageous spirit of Hans and Sophie Scholl, those luminous youths who dared to confront the shadows of the Third Reich and Hitler's tyranny with intellect and unyielding heart. The 18 golden rules of the White Lotus Guild are guides for reclaiming inner sovereignty, honor, and clarity in a world that often distorts truth, suppresses freedom, and corrupts the human spirit. They are not rules to memorize, but paths to live through conscious action and the heart. 1. The body as a temple. Treat your body as sacred, nourishing it with pure, living foods, mindful practices, and therapies that strengthen both body and soul. 2. Brotherhood as sacred strength. True power comes from chosen bonds of loyalty and love. You are never alone when united with your spiritual family. 3. Strength as a sacred duty. Build strength not for domination, but to protect, uplift, and defend life with courage and integrity. 4. Clarity of mind as an invincible weapon. Cultivate clear perception and discernment to see reality beyond conditioned beliefs, guiding wise and free action. 5. Openness to the world as a key to inner freedom. Engage with diverse cultures, experiences, and knowledge to expand your mind, heart, and inner liberty. 6. A clear mind as a shield against confusion. Avoid distractions, trivial conflicts, and mental noise by studying deep, transformative wisdom that elevates thought and spirit. 7. Honor above empty words. Speak and act with integrity, using criticism to uplift rather than tear down, and embody dignity in every interaction. 8. Courage as the law of honor. Never submit to injustice or fear. Courage and honor guide all decisions and protect conscience and community. 9. Tantra as a path of beauty, mastery, and honor. Honor the sacred union of body and soul, practicing conscious, disciplined sexuality that celebrates life and protects innocence. 10. Fraternal union. Against the rejection of the world. Stand with your brothers and sisters in a network of support that transcends fear, isolation, and societal rejection. 11. Money as a servant, never as a master. Treat money as a tool to support life, justice, and creativity, mastering it without being enslaved by greed or fear. 12. The invisible art of resistance. Resist wisely and strategically, acting with precision and discretion, rather than yielding to chaotic or imposed revolts. 13. Conscious comfort and the warrior's peace. Honor rest, nourishment, and peaceful moments as essential to healing, preparation, and sustaining strength. 14. the free soul beyond divisive religions. Cultivate universal spiritual awareness, embracing teachings that unite rather than divide, honoring the soul above dogma. 15. Brotherhood against solitude, the power of paneurythmy. True strength is born in fraternity. Practices like paneurythmy reconnect souls, unify hearts, and heal isolation. 16. Life is sacred, and coherence is our glory. Live with purpose, aligning actions, thoughts, and nourishment with love, wisdom, and honor, respecting all life. 17. Eating as an act of honoring life. Consume food consciously and with gratitude, choosing plant-based living foods that sustain body, mind, and spirit. 18. To honor. To true heroes and rekindle the flame of courage. Celebrate courageous souls, internalize their lessons, and act as a hidden protector, inspiring and defending life with clarity and honor.
The 20 Precepts of Karate-Do. Funakoshi Gichin, the founder of modern karate, left us 20 guiding rules, known as the Niju-kun. These principles were not meant as rigid commandments, but as philosophical lanterns to illuminate the path of practice. Shigeru Agami, his disciple, carried these teachings forward, reminding us that karate is not simply a matter of fighting technique, but a lifelong journey of self-cultivation. Below are the 20 precepts translated into English, with explanations that bridge them to daily life. 1. Karate begins and ends with courtesy. Karate wa rei ni hajimari, rei ni owaru koto o wasuruna. Respect is the foundation. The bow is not formality. It is a reminder that humility and gratitude anchor the art. 2. There is no first attack in karate. Karate ni sentenashi. Karate is defense. The true practitioner never provokes conflict, but prepares to respond if harmony is broken. 3. Karate is a tool for justice. It should never be used for aggression or cruelty, but to protect life, truth, and dignity. 4. Know yourself first, then others. Self-knowledge is the gate to wisdom. Without understanding your own strengths, fears, and limits, you cannot truly read another. 5. The spirit is more important than technique. A powerful body without spirit is an empty shell. Intention guides skill. 6. Free your mind. Do not be trapped by preconceptions. Fluidity in thought creates fluidity in action. 7. Calamity is born from carelessness. Awareness, in the dojo and in daily life, is the shield against misfortune. 8. Do not think that karate is only in the dojo. Karate is a way of life. Every act, eating, walking, speaking, is training in awareness, balance, and respect. 9. Karate is a lifelong pursuit. There is no graduation. Even at the highest level, practice is refinement, not arrival. 10. Apply karate with all your being. Train body, mind, and heart as one. Hold nothing back in practice or in life. 11. Karate is like hot water. It cools if not kept heated. Without constant practice, skill and spirit fade. Daily discipline keeps the fire alive. 12. Do not cling to victory or defeat. Winning or losing is not the measure. True victory is mastery of the self. 13. Transform yourself according to your opponent. Adaptability is strength. Just as water takes the shape of its container, the karateka blends with circumstance. 14. The outcome of the fight depends on control. A moment's hesitation, a lapse in rhythm, can decide everything. Inner calm governs outer action. 15. Think of your hands and feet as swords. They are not casual tools, but sharp instruments of life and death. Train with responsibility. 16. Be ever aware of your surroundings. Whether in the dojo or on the street, cultivate a 360-degree vision. Awareness itself is protection. 17. Do not forget, karate is also practiced with the mind. Meditation, reflection, and moral clarity are as essential as physical drills. 18. Practice with sincerity. Empty repetition builds nothing. Every strike, block, or breath must be filled with spirit. 19. Karate is a road to peace. Though born of combat, its heart is reconciliation. The ultimate aim is harmony within oneself and with others. 20. Always follow the way of the spirit, not of force. Karate is not domination, but elevation of oneself and of humanity. Closing reflection. Shigeru Egami often emphasized that these precepts were not archaic relics but living guides. To him, karate was a mirror of life, a practice that polished the body into health, the spirit into humility, and the mind into clarity. The true victory, he believed, was never over an opponent, but over fear, ignorance, and the ego within. The ultimate aim of karate lies not in victory or defeat, but in the perfection of the character of its participants. Gichin Funakoshi.
Distilled from their courage and spirit, Hans and Sophie Scholl created 16 rules, guiding ethical awakening, moral clarity, and steadfast defiance against oppression. They illuminate the path of conscious resistance and personal integrity in the face of injustice. We do not adhere rigidly to these precepts, yet they serve as a profound wellspring of inspiration. Should their tales be unfamiliar, venture forth into the digital realms to uncover the chronicles of Hans and Sophie Scholl, where bravery blooms eternal. 1. Recognize the dictatorship of evil and refuse to tolerate rulers who rob people of their rights, leaving only a machinery of state under criminals. 2. Act against the regime if aware of its evils, rather than merely acknowledging them in silence. 3. Fight injustice through sabotage in war industries, obstruction of rallies, and disruption of the oppressive machine. 4. Convince others of the war's senselessness, the enslavement under tyrants, and the destruction of moral values, urging passive resistance. 5. Stand as youth to pursue atonement, smite tormentors, and forge a new intellectual Europe. 6. Bear responsibility, for the people look to you. Let the spirit break tyranny as it did in times past. 7. Actively resist regimes that suppress freedom of speech, religion, and conscience. 8. Appeal to consciences with facts to awaken moral action. 9. Feel shame for governmental crimes and foresee the horror of their exposure. 10. Condemn the murder of innocents and all atrocities perpetrated by the regime. 11. Eliminate tyrannical systems by invoking the people's enduring spirit. 12. Support movements against racism, imperialism, and militarism. 13. Protect freedom of speech, religion, and citizens from arbitrary dictatorial whims. 14. Express beliefs boldly, knowing many share them, yet fear to speak. 15. Base actions on a personal theology of conscience. 16. Let freedom live, eternal and unbound.